Hey YouTube, I want you to check this out. This movie here is called Absolute Zero, and it was published, well, I don't know when it was released, but it was uploaded on October 1st of 2011. And anyway, you know, I'm not going to take a lot of it, but the summary of the movie is they're talking about pole shift again. And they're, you know, in the background they're blaming global warming and whatnot, but you know, you're going to see what I'm talking about in this clip here, but I think we've got a bigger problem than people seem to realize, and I think it's happening right now. I mean, I don't believe in global warming. I think the human effect is that we have damaged our protective shielding from the sun, you know, the ozone layer, and that the majority of that's like over the Arctic Circle, and that's why all the glaciers are melting now. And because of all the chlorofluorocarbons that destroy the ozone, now all the sunlight's getting in through it's majorly in the Arctic, and that's why all the glaciers are melting, and that's, I don't know, just check, I gotta publish my theory. It's too late in the evening for that, so check this out.
Dr. Kotzman, nice to see you back at work. It's happening, isn't it? The poles are flipping, and you knew about it all along.
You know, we can legally bind you for publishing.
Publishing? I'm not gonna publish. I'm gonna buy a summer home in Alaska and store up with a shitload of canned goods.
There's no need to be melodramatic. We've run this model several times. The results are always exactly the same. This is at least a 200-year process.
My test results are different.
Why are your results different than ours?
The samples from Antarctica.
I see. I always knew we were a lot alike, David. We both know the value of holding back a little information. You're going to prove even a greater asset than I thought at this meeting.
What meeting?
The one where you helped me convince the government to give Intersci unlimited funding to help alleviate this problem.
Alleviate the problem? We got an iceberg off the coast of Miami!
I know. Isn't it fantastic, the power that fear has over a government official's checkbook this close to an election? I mean, we have had these results for years, but it takes birds dropping out of the sky and an iceberg on their doorstep to make them pay attention.
You're out of your mind.
Alright, that's good enough, because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but if you haven't noticed the news, that's kind of happening right now. I mean, all the animals dropping dead, and the sinkholes, and, you know, yeah. But I wouldn't worry about that, you know, it happens all the time. It's a 200-year event, you know. Nothing to be worried about. Who cares, right? I just hope I'm wrong, and I hope that but it just seems strange because they put all these movies out about it. I mean, even 2012, that stupid movie was about a pole shift, if you think about it. Except that one was that the sun superheats the core of the magma in the Earth so much that it shifts the Earth's axis around. It's pretty much the same idea. But look, man, we've got very big problems coming up, and a lot of people just don't get that. And I've got all the scientific data that he's talking about. I've seen the birds fall from the sky. I see all these monster quakes. I see... You know, if you want to blame that stupid Planet X stuff, be my guest. But I'm sitting here collecting data on a very valid theory, and you guys are reaching for an alien planet controlled by the Anunnaki reptilians versus the Pleiadians. We can't be doing that, man. We need more people to worry about the real problem. And, I mean, go check NASA's data. They found a hole in the magnetosphere that's like 5 times bigger than they even thought was possible. I mean, you can just Google all the dead animals everywhere. I mean, look it up, all the sinkholes, the monster weather, the earth change patterns, it's all there. I mean, and unfortunately, I don't think it's going to take 200 years. I think it's been in the process, and we're just rapidly accelerating it with our global warming. But, you know, I think that's why they're spraying them chemtrails, you know, to, you know, deflect and absorb as much of that nuclear energy from the sun as possible. Because if it keeps heating us up, I mean, well, you've seen what happened in 2012. Just, you better go get a nice Alaska summer home full of canned goods, people.